Tonight in a theme that rhymes. God, work with my mind. Get me prepared for what you have for me. There are many of you, you don't have things tonight that you should have. Therefore, who should already be possessing certain things tonight, but you don't have it. You don't have it. And the reason you don't have it is your mind. Necessarily a peaceful time. Come on, somebody. And see, that's how we live. We live surrounded by so many things. And people are afraid of so many things nowadays. But yet God gives his people a word through a true prophet that will cause them to not be afraid of things that attack their mind, their spirit, their emotions, their body, their family, their ministry. I think when you look and you understand biblically that the word shall connotes a promise being made. The interesting thing about men is that we can make promises that we know we really can't keep. Oh, see, I'm already talking to some of you. I said as men, we can sometimes enter into error by making promises that we really know we can't keep. Oh, Lord. Now, some of the promises we make to people, we intend to keep them. We intend to uphold them and do our very best to come through. Am I right about it? But because we are limited beings, even after giving a promise that we desire to fulfill, how many know we often run into problems that prevent us from doing what we said we would do? Oh, y'all ain't getting with me. I better break this down. Even those of us that tell people that we are man of our word, we are woman of our word, and that if we say a thing, then we're going to do it. And again, we mean well when we say these things, but again, because we are limited, we sometimes run into problems that prevent us from doing the very thing we said we would do. You know, some of you have told folk that if they ran into financial difficulty, just give you a call, and it really didn't matter the amount. You was that well off and you would help them out. But they called you at a time where you had several things to take place that you were not counting on. And at the time you gave them the promise, your bank account was in one standing, but by the time it came for you to deliver on that promise, you was in somewhat of a bind. Oh, come on, I know how we'll do it. And if need be, we'll look to try to borrow something. We'll look to try to shift something. Do I have anybody in the house that know about shifting money? I wish. Have you ever been in a place where it was tight and you had to do some shifting? You had to do some rearrange. Oh God, I'm trying to talk to somebody that ain't always had it the way you got it now. Do you remember the times that you had to get your bills in order? And by order, I mean you could not afford to pay one thing too early, because it all had to fall just right. I wish y'all look around the people that say, I know not what he says. There have been times that me and Donna were so tight that we had to check in with one another when spending money, when writing checks. Oh, I'll break it down. When filling up the car with gas, we needed to discuss how much you putting in. I'm about to get some gas. I just don't fill it up. Just do a half. Do a half, and I'm gonna do a third, and then we'll do. And then, have you ever made a promise that you wanted to keep, but problems prevented you? Oh yeah. But then there's a whole different type of folk. Liars. Folk who make promises that they know they can't keep and that they don't want to keep. They make promises to people just to make them happy, just to make them feel better. Why did you tell her you would do such a, well, Pastor, she was so down and I just wanted to make her feel a little bit better. So you think telling a lie made her feel, well, Pastor, she smiled, but you told a lie. You didn't even intend on making good. See why? You know why I'm taking the time to break this down? Because nobody is like God. Nobody is like unto our God, the one who makes a promise and always keeps his promise. Somebody should have got happy. I said he always keeps his promises. He always fulfills his word. God will never make you a promise and then have to come back to you and say he ran into a problem. Heaven went bankrupt. There's a shortage in heaven. So he declared in Psalm 24 and 1, the earth is and the world and they that dwell. God shall own it all.